Hey there and welcome back to Let's Get Cooking. It's your girl Rashida and today, guess what we're making? We're making key lime bars, not pie, but bars. Same wonderful flavor, just in the shape of little squares so everybody can get a little taste. Come on in the kitchen and let's get ready to bake. For my bars, of course, I'm using some good old lime juice, some egg yolks, some cream cheese, that's different than a pie, some limes, graham crackers, um, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of butter, and some sweetened condensed milk. All right, first we're going to start with that crust, and this is a graham cracker crust. So I'm using 12 graham crackers. I'm gonna grind them up in my food processor, adding in some melted butter, 6 tablespoons of melted butter, and a quarter cup of sugar, about 2 tablespoons of sugar instead. And just blend that well until we have our base for the crust. Now, graham cracker crust, that's used in cheesecake, also key lime bars. It's a great, easy crust to make. Now, I'm using a food processor for this crust, but if you don't have a food processor, that's fine. The best way, the easiest way to do it, which I've done in the past, is take the graham crackers, put them in like a Glad gallon bag, get a rolling pin, get something that you could roll, and just kind of beat them down, hammer them down, roll them out with the rolling pin, and you can definitely pulverize these in a sandwich bag and get that same ground texture. So if you don't have a food processor, there are other ways to ground these graham cracker crumbs. And there we are. That's what our crust is looking like before it goes in the pan. Now for these key lime bars, I'm using a 9 by 13 size baking dish, but you can also use a 8 by 8 square pan. They'll be thicker that way. Mine's were a little on the thinner side, so they'll make more. But if you want like a thicker bar, definitely a square pan will work also. So I'm just lining my pan with parchment paper. As you can see, I'm gonna use those sides to pull them out when they're finished. That's the purpose of the parchment paper, is so they'll be easy to come out. All right, once the crumbs are poured in the pan, I'm going to use just a little measuring cup, something with a round, even bottom, just to smash them down till it's basically evenly pressed down into the pan. So I'll let you just take a look at the video to see how I did that. Next up, it's time to make the key lime filling. Starting off with 4 egg yolks. I separated my egg. You can use the egg whites for egg white omelet, something yummy and delicious and very healthy. But for this recipe, I'm just using 4 egg yolks. Put that in the bowl. Then I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of lime zest. So I'm going to zest about 1 to 2 limes and just put that right into the bowl also. And I'm just basically going to put everything into this bowl and mix it. It's very simplified, it's very easy, and it's very quick. So you see all that good key lime or lime zest that makes a very nice strong lime flavor in these key lime bars. The difference between the bars and key lime pie is I'm adding in cream cheese. This is going to give it that rich, smooth texture. Just a half a package of cream cheese, that's 4 ounces. Also adding in sweetened condensed milk, that goes in all key lime pies. So a whole can of sweetened condensed milk. Do you know what sweetened condensed milk it is? It's the sugar and the milk in a concentrated form, molded together, melted together. That is basically sweet milk. Now I'm adding in that fresh lime juice. It's a half a cup, a little over a half a cup of fresh lime, key lime, not lime, but key lime juice. A splash of vanilla, and then it's time to mix it all together.
We got together with Pastor Chris and Pastor Stephen on Thursday.
All right, I'm gonna take my spatula and just give it a quick stir. And my key lime pie filling is ready to go into the graham cracker crust pan. Oh, but let me back up for a minute. I did bake the crust in a 350-degree oven for 10 minutes. So after I made the crust, put it in the pan, flattened it out. I baked it for 10 minutes, took it out, let it sit to cool. Now it's ready for the filling. All right, here goes to pour that delicious key lime filling into the graham cracker crust on top of the graham cracker crust. And it's getting ready for the oven. Like I said, it's still on 350 degrees. Gonna bake this for about 20 to 22 minutes until it's nice and firm, and then we're gonna take it out the oven. But right now I'm just making sure all that filling is in there. I'm gonna level it out with my spatula, and it's getting ready to go into the oven and bake. Because it has those raw egg yolks, we definitely want to make sure this is not a no bake. This is a bake key lime bar recipe right here. There are some no-bake key lime bar, key lime recipes, but I've always preferred the baked ones over the no-bake. Feel free to leave a comment. Have you ever had key lime pie? What do you think about it? Do you love it? Do you not like it? These key lime bars, they are like a sister to key lime pie. They taste basically the same, just a little bit richer and creamier. And what I like about them is they're great for gatherings and parties. Well, putting it in the oven, and 20 minutes later, there it is. My key lime bars are ready. They've cooked between 20 and 22 minutes. Taking them out. Now what's going to happen is we're going to need them to cool completely. So I'm going to let them cool. I would say they need to cool for at least 2 hours, or you can refrigerate them overnight, pull them out, and then they're ready to serve. But I would say between 2 to 4 hours, you want to cool them, refrigerate them, and then they'll be easier to cut. So now I'm pulling out the bars, and you see how I use the handles on the parchment paper? Perfect. So now I can easily slide that parchment paper from up under them. But I'm going to just start cutting them with a big knife. They don't have to be perfect or anything. I'm just going to cut them into little squares, rectangles that are just easy to be picked up and enjoyed by whoever so chooses to take one. Like I said, they are great for gatherings. They're great for dessert. They're great just to store in the refrigerator for I would say about up to 3 to 4 days. And just enjoy maybe one a day. Just a great snack to have. The alternative to your other desserts, your cookies and cakes. All right, now that my bars are cut, I'm just going to go ahead and garnish them with some lime zest, and then they're going to be ready. And I'm going to top them with a little bit of whipped cream after that. Yummy. Well, there you have it. Another nice, delicious additional treat to add to your dessert table or your dessert recipe box. Today, I showed you how to make key lime bars. They are delicious. They are smooth and creamy with a burst of key lime flavor. Wonderful for you, not only you, but for your family and friends. Thanks for coming in the kitchen. Thanks for cooking with me. Until the next time, have a blessed day and a blessed week. Be blessed.